Hey y'all, it's me again, Valerie, and welcome back to my yarn room. Today I wanted to finish up with the hand towel that I've been working on. Today is going to be 2 videos, but this one's going to be really short. So here is my finished hand towel. And I know you can't really see it too good, but I've got a long section of the sage, and then I've got a section of the cream and sage marl, and then I've got a section of the cream. I like a bigger hand towel, so that's why I made mine as big as I did. But here's something that I love about this pattern, and you can see it better on this sage, so I'm going to show you that. See the pattern on this side? Okay, now, flip it over. It's the same pattern on both sides. So it doesn't matter how you hang it or use it, it's the same pattern on both sides. I love this stitch. Love it. And it gives a little texture. Oh, so nice. Okay, so today we're going to learn how to sew in our ends. Am I a professional at this? By all means, no. No, no, no. I have problems. I'm not the best at doing crochet or anything else. Alright. So, here we have one of our ends. You'll need a darning needle and some pair of scissors or snips or whatever. Okay, this is how I do it. If you got a better way that works better for you, by all means do it. Okay, I always leave a long end because I like to have enough yarn to work with in order to sew in my ends. I know it wastes yarn. I don't care. I like to have enough to work in my ends. Okay. With the eye on this side, I tightly put my yarn around my needle. Pinch it. Slide the needle out. While I'm pinching it, I like to slide it through my fingers and see how it's got a little bit right there. Then I just grab it and pull it through. And boom, threaded. Okay, so the way I like to do this is, say I'm working here on the end, and I tightened this knot here down where I closed it off. Okay, I'm going to go down through that stitch. And I want to hold it so that I don't pull it too tight, because if you pull it too tight, you end up with that. So, you don't want it too tight. Not in the beginning. Okay. So, that's perfect. To me. Then, when I start, I like to go over where my stitches connect to the row below it. But when I go into that first stitch, I like to wiggle my needle and split that stitch. And then go under my stitches, holding the back and the front to make sure that I'm not going all the way through, and I go down, oh, I don't know, till I feel like it is enough. About that many. And then again, I hold right here so that it don't gather, and pull it through. Then I like to go back the other way, but when I start, I like to get in between that stitch. Sometimes it's hard to do, and I like to split that stitch, because if you split that stitch and go in between it, you have a better chance of your yarn actually staying sewn in instead of unraveling. And then hold it and pull it through, because you don't want it to pull. Okay, and now here we go again. I'm going to go back again the other way, because I have figured that 3 times is the charm. So I'm going to go over here and I'm going to split a different stitch and then work my yarn through again. Now, after you go through the same threads a few times, it gets a little tight, but just work with it. Spin your needle and it'll go. Okay, and then you hold right here, because you don't want it to get too tight and bunch up. Okay, 3rd time's the charm. Then you get your snips or scissors or whatever, and I like to hold my yarn and pinch right here and get real close, but be careful not to clip your stitches. Just the yarn. And just snip it. And voila! That end is sewed in, and it should, oh, I was out of frame. And that end is sewed in, and it should stay for a very long time. So, that's all for today. That finishes up the blanket. I don't know how to talk sometimes. That finishes up the hand towel. And I think it's gorgeous. The cream, the sage cream marl, and then the sage. So pretty. Alright, I will see ya when I see ya. Bye, y'all.